Buenos dias, buenas noches,
Buenas
noches,
tardes.
wherever you are in
Hello,
the world.
hello. Welcome to 11:11 Conversations with Jen and Mal at 1:11 on Friday, March 5th. March 5th. That is a magical number 2, number 5. It's a number of fortune. It is, this year is a number 5 year for those numerologist buffs out there. So yes, let's see who is with us.
Who is with us? Let's see Camp Goddess.
Hello, Camp Goddess in the house, and we've got a fantastic gold digger. I love that. A fantastic gold digger. I love it. And Ariel Williams, welcome.
Welcome to 11:11 Conversation.
Where you are from, where you're watching from, where you're joining us from. What are you grateful for today? And
because that's how we start, right?
That's right. It's all about gratitude.
Gratitude.
It's all about gratitude and focusing on what we have and what
not focusing on what we don't have.
Right. So it's all about being grateful and building upon that.
Building bigger boxes. Meaning taking your old box of conversation, which we call it the box of poo-poo.
Of doo-doo brown.
Oh
my God.
And building bigger, brighter boxes.
All right, Pamela Rowan in the house.
Come
Yes, I'm grateful that Jen called me on. Love you so much. And you know what? It's really interesting because now we're seeing your comments on Restream.
Yeah,
it's the first time we see your comments on Restream.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, but
And
Restream
I
does
told her
what
to
it
go.
does.
Yeah, I know, but I told her to go on yours, so that's really good to know.
Oh,
she's on
my Facebook.
Yes, so go and see my Facebook and see who's on there. Let's see. There you go. There's Pammy. I love it.
Yeah, baby.
All right, our Instagram familia, write on the comments where you're
Arlie
joining
Williams
from
just joined
and
us.
what are you grateful for. Let's pick our fairy card.
So today is what we call Fun Friday. Fantastic Friday. Or
Financial or Freedom Friday.
You went financial and I went freaky.
Freaky Friday. All right.
Here we go with our cards. And stand your ground.
Ooh,
boom.
I like that.
Stand your ground.
I like that.
Me gusta, me
gusta. Looks like Pammy. Look. Tell me that doesn't look like you. Totally looks like you. I love it. I love it. Let's see where the angel cards. Okay.
What a beautiful card.
It is.
Card.
All right.
And where are the
So we will
here
read
we go.
the fairy
Here
cards.
we go. We've had quite the week.
It's been a very productive
very
week.
Productive, busy
Victoria
week.
Ferreira in the house.
Victoria from Portugal.
Big hugs to all of you. If we don't call out your name, it's because we don't see it. So make sure that you go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel, True Form Films, and 11:11 Conversations with Jen and Mal, and put your comment in there and we'll be able to see you.
Yes, and I see new people, so I think we should share with them.
Yes.
11:11
so
and
11:11 is a master number. It's an achievement number. It is a magical portal. I'm sure you've seen 11:11, when the time hits 11:11 and you see it, take a moment at that. Take a moment, take it in and really remember your goals and your dreams that you're working towards and things you want to manifest in your life. And in that moment, really connect with the higher source and your higher power so that it just gives you that surge of extra energy to manifest the life of your dreams. So
in that, I want to share with them
the
concept that I we sort of come up with a little bit through the year of doing this. As you notice, we have this VIP sign, right? And what we visualize is everybody getting into this glass elevator where we can all see each other. and where you can see yourself as the beautiful person you are and say to yourself in that mirror, you are enough.
Exactly.
You are a VIP.
That's right.
Everybody that gets into this magical elevator is equal.
That's right.
We're here to
here. Raise each other up, love one another, and elevate each other and raise our vibration through our conversation. So let's jump into our magical elevator and go up to the magical 11th floor of the universe, where we get to celebrate, dance, and just really connect, right? Connect deeply, so that we know that we are here for a purpose, each and every one of us, and also as a collective. So as the 1111 Familia enjoys to celebrate together, we're going to do our little jingle.
Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music. Celebrate, celebrate, dance to the music. So usually we have a picture of us, and all of a sudden we come in and we go, hello! And that is us welcoming you to this party that we're throwing.
It's the best spiritual party ever.
There you go.
All right, so Ali in the house.
In La Casa.
Hello, my beautiful couple. How are you doing? And Juliana, we are well. Thank you for asking, Victoria. So nice to see you. It's been a minute. And we're doing well. Juliana's doing great in school, getting bigger and bigger. I just can't even. Woo! She's so tall right now. She has grown so much in 1 year. Like
this.
Holy moly.
I have
Soon
to say,
I'll be like, no, Juliana, you need to come home early.
I do have to say that because of what we've gone through COVID, we've seen her grow
in 1 year. She's matured
so much, and
yeah,
it's been an interesting process to watch. Almost too much, right?
Yeah.
Because she's
like, no, where's the little girl?
Yeah.
So we're praying that once she gets back to going to school, then that childlike, fun and comes back.
Yeah, because
it's pretty incredible.
She needs to be around her friends.
And,
I mean, whatever you think about homeschooling them or not homeschooling them, we believe that for our children, getting them into school and having interaction with
we're social beings, and the social aspect of school is so important. Put on the comment box if you're a parent and and you're feeling the same, observation. Like, what have you observed through this time with your kids, homeschooling them, and I know that there's so many other parents that choose to do homeschool, and kudos to you guys. Truly, it is it's a process. It's been a process for us. Amazing job, and it takes a lot of commitment, and so congratulations on those parents that have chosen to do that for years and years and years. I just can't wait for them to. I can't wait for her to start going because of her fun, right? Yeah. She really loves. She's very social. She's very, for lack of a better word, popular. Like, it's a small school, so everybody knows each other, and the school that she goes to is very growth mindset. So it's about everyone being respectful and loving to each other. So it's really a great place. So plus also I would say this, and it was very interesting. We had a parent come over, and we put a child, 8-year-old kid on self-tape for her, and she says, you know what, I think I'm gonna start coming here because it's just better when it's just not me coaching. And there is something to be said. Right? Yeah. Sometimes it's just better where the parent is not there and it's somebody else that the coaching them through, and that it's not the parent, because ultimately you went from like homeschool to a completely different subject. I'm just saying teachers. Right? Because us as teachers, as parents, is different than having her teacher at school coaching her than us, the kids. Sometimes there you go. Got clarity. Absolutely. Right? Great example. So I know what the teachers do, and the insight that I have gotten through COVID about what teachers do Yes. Well, I mean, yeah.
Hello.
Our superheroes for sure. So we got Caillou Anderson Hamilton. Hello. Happy Friday. How are you doing? Where are you joining us from? What are you grateful for today?
And Glenn
Larry.
Larry.
So Victoria has a question.
Oh.
What are your thoughts on Juliana becoming an actress like her parents? You know, I think for us, it's not so much that she needs to become an actress. For us, it's for her to practice how to relate to others and communicate and be able to hold a conversation.
Confidence.
And her confidence, because at the end of the day, that's what we all need, right? Because we all are interconnected, and depending on, it doesn't matter what you choose to do, you know, as a profession, you need to know how to communicate and have that confidence.
And we're very direct.
And I think that the acting for our kids, we put them in there in the acting, especially for that, not so much for them to become, you know, working actors and famous or whatever, like, or any other reason other than for them to be able to hold their own and be so confident and express themselves freely.
And I'll tell you, it's been the journey with Juliana has been much different than Adrian. Adrian sort of was.
Oh, France in the house.
Oh, hello. I like Francia.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Welcome.
oui. So Victoria, one of the things that we tell Juliana, specifically Juliana, because we get a second chance to do it differently, is we remind her that this is not because we want her to be an actress.
Correct.
Or when we have her in piano classes, that it's not because we need you to be a concert pianist, or when we have her in dances, we don't need you to be a ballerina. These are techniques and strategies that are going to help you as you get older to have, for example, ballet. Discipline, standing tall. Poise, right? When you walk into a room. Piano, it is proven.
For math.
Not
logical
only,
thinking.
She's learning Spanish. She's learned sign language. She's learned piano. So logical thinking.
Right.
Math.
Logical thinking, right? So it's all about that. So the arts are so important for all of us.
Development.
Because that's where we get to really, I think our spirits thrive when we're really doing artistic things and we're connecting and we're being creative. And so it's such an important aspect of humanity. And that's why it's so important to keep arts in the schools. And it's expression. Our souls need to express, period. It's just, we're happier when we're expressing, when we're being creative, when we're connecting with nature, when we're connecting with some kind of art or some kind of craft that we love to do. You know, even cooking.
And what we do train them, and you can call it some form of brainwashing, yes, is we tell her, what do you want to be when you grow up? Right? We remind her, she goes, I want to be a dentist. I'm like, oh, awesome. Right? So we keep reminding her, what are you? And we've trained her to say, I'm enough. So we know
it's about knowing your self-worth and loving yourself and truly being your authentic self and knowing that that is enough, that you don't need to compare yourself to anyone. You don't need to be anything other than who you are, and finding out who you are, right, as you grow up. So we expose her to different things. So then she's like, yes, no, okay. You know, that way it's she sees that there's a lot more out there in the world. And we invite you to do the same, not only for your kids, if you don't have kids, it takes a village to raise a child, right? So we know children of our friends or family members, and so we're able to influence them in a way that is positive for them to just know that there's more to life than beats the eye. Right.
And for you who don't know, we have a 19-year-old kid. His name is Adrian, and he's been acting since he's 4 years old, but he chose to be an engineer.
Right. Yeah.
Hello. But we believe that right? That truly the reason he is the kind of person that he is because he's had the arts in his
and
life.
well-rounded.
He's
Absolutely.
so well-rounded. He's so smart. He's great with people. He knows how to
Sports
interview.
is really a great way to also develop.
He's also into sports. He loves soccer. He's outside discipline right now with his buddy, and they're lifting weights. So he's well-rounded in everything because he learned everything. Right. So then the beauty about when you get to be 18 is you get your choice.
Yeah, totally.
Right?
And you know what's funny? I'm laughing. I'm giggling because Mao and we're so open, and we're like, hey, what's up, everybody? Let's, huddle. And our kids are more like private. They're like, okay. And it's so fascinating to see, So we have Caillou.
Is it Caillou or Caillou?
Well, Caillou because it's French, and I remember
Caillou.
It's Caillou. Caillou,
like the
Caillou, because like the show.
Okay, Caillou.
PBS show. Adrian used to watch this Caillou on PBS. Such a cute show. So he says, I'm grateful for time for bringing weekend. Okay, you're grateful for the weekend. The weekend is here. Thanks God it's Friday. Victoria says, you two are such good parents. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Oh, thank you.
We do our best. Sometimes, that mother guilt never goes away.
Yeah, and we
do our best. Thank you so much for that.
Yes,
all right,
thank you.
Let me pick my turn.
Oh, that's right.
And then we get to the reading.
Ready?
Yes. What is the angel message for the
message
weekend? Ooh, harmony. Harmony.
So we have stand your ground.
Stand your ground in harmony.
Harmony.
I love that.
For
stand your ground in harmony.
Who are joining us, usually this will become the theme of conversation. But somehow it has also become about parenting, right? Yeah. The conversation and what works for us with our children, and hopefully some of this information is good for you. But here are the messages from our angels and our fairies today.
Yes. What is it? Hold your ground?
Well, which one do you have?
Yes, fairies.
Fairies just stand your ground.
Stand.
Yeah, and then harmony.
Stand by me.
Stand by me. Stand by me.
Find a note, any note. Oh. Stand your ground. All right. I think we can all really take a little bit of that. Sometimes we haven't stood our ground, right? And then we beat ourselves up for it. So this is
what does that mean? Standing your ground sometimes
is really being true to yourself and true to you feel and you believe.
Right.
And but doing it in harmony, which I love the combo, because standing standing your ground in a powerful, peaceful,
and not
harmonious way is really something to aspire to. So yes. All righty, here we go. The fairies ask you to make decisions based upon your honest feelings. Stick to these decisions and don't allow outside influences to cause you to waver. When you're really honest with yourself, you know what your desires are. Yet other people may be pressuring you to betray your true feelings. This card signifies that your original decision is valid. It signifies that your original decision is valid and that you mustn't let outside influences sway you. While it's always wise to listen to the counsel of others, don't allow your own needs to be compromised. Don't be afraid to tell others how you feel. You'll probably find that when you speak your truth, new solutions become apparent that allow for win-win situations. As soon as others are aware of your true desires, they will help you find a way to manifest them without compromising their own needs. Everyone will feel happier as a result. Even more important, your self-confidence will increase as you take care of yourself, and others will respect you for standing your ground. Affirmation, write this down. I speak to my truth powerfully. I speak my truth powerfully and lovingly. I trust in my strong feelings and stand my ground in feeling them and following them. I trust in my strong feelings and stand my ground in following them. I love that.
I love it.
I love it. Love it.
You
love
know, when I hear stand your ground, it's also, you know, one of the things that I had to learn in my life is not to feel guilty for, you know, because sometimes you also got to define your life as what's the word when you have to sort of put oh my God, I'm forgetting the word.
Boundaries.
Boundaries, right?
Barriers. No barriers or walls.
But boundaries are good.
Healthy boundaries.
Healthy boundaries are good because I found that through my life, I felt sometimes that I wasn't taking care of myself.
Right. Absolutely.
Enough,
I've been guilty of that.
And I felt guilty when I didn't do something.
For someone
but
else.
Then I'm like, is this a should of mine? Is this something that I was given that is not mine?
The guilt trip, right?
So then I learned to just always have boundaries. And that's okay because what we always talk about, got to give yourself air before you can give it to somebody else. So you got to also learn how to take care of you.
Absolutely. And that's the first thing you need to do. Pammy says, oh, Bob, love you. We love you too, Bobby.
But Pamela says, I'm on yours, but we don't see.
Here. See, interesting. So mine doesn't show.
And Ricky is here. What's up, fam? Ricky.
All right, Ricky in the house. I love what you're doing with Juliana, and your intentions are right on target. Will you be my mommy and daddy?
Sure.
Yes. Yay, Adrian. Thank you. Absolutely. We're family here. And again,
we are family.
Dun, 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 dun. I got all my sisters and brothers with me. Dun, 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 dun.
Yes.
All right.
We will break out into song for those who you have just joined us. We are a jukebox, a walking jukebox.
Yes. All righty. So
harmony.
And Allie says, today is day 5 of my mom in the hospital, and she's finally improving and doing better. So great.
Amen.
I gave to my dad today all my size 18 clothes for my mom today, and more things for my mom while she is in the hospital. I'm a Buddhist and I don't believe in guilt. It's not one of my habits because I feel I am living my life to the fullest and taking full responsibility.
And that's a beautiful thing. That's
guilt.
You know, because
I love that. That's what I love about.
We talk about the
Buddhism.
Catholic, the Catholic guilt.
Or
that's
Jewish
how we
guilt.
were raised. So
right. I always say I'm a recovered Catholic because that was the first thing that I realized. I'm like, this isn't serving me. This isn't, you know, all the suffering and all the guilty feelings. What is the point of that?
Right. But we also believe that you know, the guilt doesn't come from the religion. Guilt comes from the way religion is taught. From the perspective of when we were going to Catholic school or the priest that we were used to go to.
The way they were taught,
it was exactly.
It's
so
cultural.
it was a cultural thing. It's their frame of mind of what that means. But in all, I believe in my heart that
no one wants to feel
God
guilty.
Doesn't want you to feel guilty.
Absolutely not.
Guilt is not something that serves anybody.
It's a low vibration emotion,
exactly.
And that is not something that we practice here. We practice elevation, love, harmony, and really understanding that you got to love yourself first to be able to love others, and vice versa. So,
amen.
Harmony. Conflict is resolved in a situation that was troubling you. Know that you deserve this peace and happiness and accept it graciously, right? It's about accepting and learning to become gracious receivers, magnets to the best life, right? Because we have some desires, but then if deep inside we don't feel we deserve them because there's guilt or because there's feeling of imposter syndrome or feeling of unworthiness
or not enough,
guess what? That thing that you want logically is not going to manifest in your life because you are not matching that vibration internally. So we need to really go within and work from the inside out so that what you're thinking and what you're feeling and what you're saying are in congruency and they are aligned. So then it's able to manifest in true form, in physical form.
Right, like the old saying says, if you think you can, or if you think you can't, they're both right. Right? That old saying goes so true.
Yep.
Yes.
Conflict is resolved in a situation that was troubling you. Know that you deserve this peace and happiness and accept it graciously. Beloved child of God, you are a peace lover at heart. This card comes to you as a sign of new harmony that dawns upon you. Let go of viewing the situation as troubled and see yourself and others through the eyes of your guardian angels. In this way, you'll look past the surface and see the beauty and light that eternally shines within everyone.
I love that. As your angels, as your guardian angels see you. And as far as we are concerned. Right?
I'm going to read that again because it really is a beautiful. Let go of viewing the situation as troubled and see yourself and others through the eyes of your guardian angels. In this way, you'll look past the surface and see the beauty that eternally shines within everyone. We all have this beautiful light, right? This infinite source, this infinite power. We all have it. We just need to tap into it and celebrate it and really embrace it and be courageous enough to shine your light, shine your truth.
I love it because, the imagery that I got when she read that card is the angel standing behind me and this white light just beaming of love, and that we're here. You can make mistakes and we're still going to love you.
Yep.
And we're still going to be here for you. And I see God looking from wherever you believe, up, down, to the left, to the right, to the bottom. But wherever they're looking at you with love and appreciation and knowing that none of us are perfect in life and that we are all here on a journey and that God and the angels or whatever we all believe in are here to support our dreams, to raise us up. Like I believe my mother and your mother raised you with so much love and so much support, and that they never look at you with, my mom has never looked at me with any kind of disappointment, because she always knew that she had always made mistakes. Right. And that we have to make mistakes to be able to grow from these mistakes, which is something that Jennifer are also implementing on it. We got this a couple of months ago from Paul and Stacy, where, was it Paul and Stacy? I'm sorry, about
it was the founder of Spanx.
Spanx, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Stacey,
I knew I was wrong.
Lindsay. I can't remember her name, but the founder of Spanx, she's pretty amazing, and she tells her story. And her dad always growing up said, "Okay, you guys need to. What did you fail at today?" And then they would celebrate their failures. Okay, good. You need to fail more, because the more you fail, the more you learn, and you realize that it's all about learning in life. And every no is also it's a form of celebration, where it's like, it's just gonna get me closer to the yes, so I'm closer to the yes, and this is making me stronger, and this is real. And it's
what I've noticed since we've implemented this as one of our new rules, let's call it a rule,
values
is that our kids are not as nervous to come and tell us if they've failed at something, because we don't want them not to come to us.
Well, they're not beating themselves up as much.
It's okay.
Either.
And so we're able to have a conversation about it. It's okay to fail, because we understand that the only way for you to grow
and learn is through
going
mistakes.
Through, right? And we have to go through it.
Yep. So by shifting your viewpoint to the angelic perspective, you become an earth angel. Holding an elevated viewpoint sparks miraculous healings in all of your relationships. Conflict drops away. Conflict drops away, revealing the clean and new truth about everyone and everything. Conflict drops away, revealing the clean and new truth about everyone and everything. So that is harmony. Stand your ground in harmony.
We just had
standing your ground doesn't mean that you got to be rigid, or you got to be, you got to fight for it.
Right.
No, we can stand our ground in a very peaceful, loving, harmonious way. And that is definitely for me, that's just the way that I prefer experiencing life, right? And sometimes, yes, you need to really be assertive. However, inside, knowing that you are being true to yourself, then you won't feel bad for being assertive. You will be proud of yourself for being assertive, and in a harmonious way, coming from a place of love and coming from a place of win-win. Then standing your ground is a fantastic thing.
Right. There's a difference
for everyone
between
to know the difference
between being assertive, and then there's the
Yes,
other
Glenn, you
word
can
of
have
being
part.
an asshole.
Here you go.
I mean, let's just be real. There's a way to be assertive and
Exactly.
still stand your ground, and yet be the other thing. I won't say the bad word again.
Yeah.
No, baby. There's
Here.
no
Okay.
messages. No
So
messages.
let's give Glenn his card.
Oh.
Glenn,
did he want Angel? Or I didn't see if he wanted Angel.
Let's give him a fairy card.
Let's give him a fairy. Let's see.
Oh, so Allie is doing some feng shui in her house. I love that. She's throwing away a lot of raggedy old clothes, and I have so much clothes. Yes, definitely. That is always a good thing, and to clear out the home so that you can attract your benefits, and you're clearing out the space so that new things can come. Absolutely. I love that.
I believe in that.
Yep,
Utterly believe in that.
So do I.
So here we go, Larry.
Mr. Glenn Larry.
Mr. Glenn Larry. Can we raise it up a little bit more? And I'm going to go down here.
Okay, and then we're going to go into our meditation.
Sexuality.
Sexuality.
Hello, Glenn.
Hello, Mr. Glenn Larry. Sexuality.
It is called Freaky Friday.
Let's get freaky, baby. Okay, so
F.
S.
You're an S, and we need
S.
Oh yes, we are an S.
Hello.
I went to the F.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Sexuality. Okay, here we go. Your sexual self needs some attention. By drawing this card, you are urged to be honest with yourself about your sexuality and to take appropriate steps. Sexuality is an important part of life, not just to our physical self, but also to our emotional and spiritual selves. The fairy realm understands the unique joy that comes from sexual experiences. They know about the divine light that is created when you merge with a beloved partner. They understand the release that sexuality brings about. They understand the release that sexuality brings about. By drawing this card, you are being guided to heal any sexual issues that may have arisen from negative experiences. If you were ever sexually abused, this card may signal a call for help from your inner self. You may be directed to seek professional counseling or a support group to overcome negative sexual or body image issues, or to heal a sexually unsatisfying relationship. That sucks. That would suck. Sorry, I just had a moment.
Did you just?
I just
off?
like, yeah,
you
yeah.
had a thought about something?
I had I'm like, overcome negative. Wait, this one. Or to heal a sexually unsatisfying relationship. Oh my God. Like, imagine being in a relationship and sexually is just not satisfying at all. Like, oh. Right? Put on the comments. Like, come on. Let's really get.
Ladies and
let's
gentlemen,
get freaky
it
here.
definitely is something that
yes.
when we got together, it was something very clear that we always talked about.
Chemistry
has got to be there.
Key, absolutely. And I think we have Kat in the house from Arcos Management. Hello, beautiful.
Hello. Where did you see Kat? I don't see Kat.
Arcos Management.
Oh, hello.
Yes, and we got Johnny P. Tell us what you're grateful for today and where you are chiming in from. The fairies will guide you to the appropriate resources so that you can be truly free to experience the dynamic aspects of your sexuality. And the affirmation for today is, my sexual self is attractive, healthy, and able to experience great pleasure.
Now,
You got that?
yes.
Glenn?
Now, going back, we were talking about religion and guilt. Talk about.
Wow, talk about that was the biggest guilt
Specifically,
trip
even more for women
for
than
women,
for men
right?
in the
As
Catholic
a Catholic woman, the guilt,
the guilt about
the guilt about having sex before marriage was for me my biggest breakthrough in my life, because I felt so guilty. I felt so guilty for so many years because I admit it. I had sex before getting married.
Oh, you mean I am not the only person you've been with?
Yes, no, you did not marry a virgin. I'm sorry to tell you.
Oh my God.
It is a real, thing.
I am going to stand my ground right now.
So it is truly
guilt doesn't serve anybody.
Anyone,
anybody.
Nope,
it doesn't. It, like you said, is this low vibration. You're just feeling yucky inside. It doesn't serve anyone.
No. And so again, we dare you, we invite you to let go of any kind of guilt and know that you're perfect, whole, and complete just the way you are.
You just say exactly what I was saying.
You are beautiful just the way you are. Your soul is here to live out its purpose, and finding that truth is really magical. So guilt just gets in the way of that.
And watch this. When you are around people that you've grown up with that have their own triggers and their own stories and their own fears, you'll start noticing, oh my God, this is where I picked this from, because you start becoming aware of patterns that you've picked up that are not even yours.
That are not yours. So when you become aware, because awareness is your best friend, when you become aware of like, oh, what's that thought? Is that thought mine? So asking the question, is that mine or someone else's, will interrupt the pattern immediately. And then you won't get triggered as deeply or as often, because you're like, oh, there it is again. So now you recognize it and oh, that's not mine, until you replace it with the new thought pattern that is true to you and what you are, striving for in your life. Ali says, yes, Mal, Adrian was born before you two were married. But hey, Jane the Virgin.
I did not know that.
It's probably, I could be Jen the Virgin.
I thought he was mine. But
right. So again, it's all a journey.
But I do want to say also that for us, it's been a journey. We really have become students of life. We do a lot of immersions. We've spent the last 2 years on doing immersions with Tony Robbins. You've done even more than I have. Let's be real. But one of the gifts that I know I have received through this COVID, and I know that you feel the same way, is the ability to have been able to pivot, to be aware of the conversations, to be able to have strategies of dealing with certain things, because there are things that you have to deal with that you don't even know how to, because you have no strategy. So that's what we're giving you, things that have been working for us, things that we've learned from people like Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins,
Dean Graziosi,
now we
Jamie Lynn Kern. Where's
I think the book is right here.
She's amazing. So I'm gonna read a paragraph. Since I started yesterday, actually on Wednesday. Has anyone ever, okay, so remember, let's see. So has anyone ever said something so hurtful to you that you had to do everything in your power not to replay it over and over in your head? This was one of my many moments when I had to figure out how to handle someone not believing in me while still figuring out how to believe in myself. Because at the end of the day, we need to be our number one cheerleader. We need to be our number one supporter. We need to know that we need to believe in ourselves no matter what and no matter who believes in us or not. And if we do that, when we do that,
That's it. Yeah.
when we do that, when we really get to that place, knowing that is your birthright to live out your dreams and your passion and believing in yourself without needing the validation or the permission of anyone around you, that's when you truly have accomplished standing your ground and be in harmony and in congruency with your inner self.
We believe that this is the power tool that we give our students within our acting world, is exactly that, right? Because if you go into a casting or you go into an interview and you're waiting for or feel their energy to make you feel that you're enough,
the suffering is going to be there.
Yeah.
And we're speaking from experience, right? And this has been our life lesson as artists for over 25 years. The beginning of our careers, we needed that. We were looking for that validation. And later on in life, we realized, wait, we're the ones who need to give that to ourselves. And we're not alone, because everyone goes through that, right? However, as a community, acknowledging each other, supporting one another, celebrating each other, uniting, connecting is really the human elevation and that high vibration connection that we all yearn for. So, but we need to give it to ourselves first. We need to give it to ourselves first so that we feel whole and full. So then when we find our tribe and our peers, they're in that same level of vibration. Please put in the comments if this makes sense to you, if you agree, what are your thoughts and what is your experience?
And I know, because I've been there, that the
Yes.
first conversation somebody has when they hear something like this, they go, oh, easier said than done. We've had our suffering. I've suffered from anxiety, and I can tell you this. The moment I realized where my self-talk was with myself, I realized where my anxiety was coming from. And I can tell you that right away. And that's where my suffering and my anxiety stopped, because I realized how I was already beating myself up.
We got to love ourselves first. Love ourselves first and be okay with making mistakes and knowing that we're not perfect, knowing that perfection doesn't exist, knowing that raising our standards is always a journey. It's always it's an action, right? And so when his self-talk changed and he transformed it, when he became aware of it, that's key, you guys. Us becoming aware of what's our thought pattern. What is that chatter? Is it ours? Is it mine? Where did I get that from? Oh no, that's not mine. So what's mine? And when you really become your own best friend, your cheerleader, you really start loving yourself and embracing yourself to a level that you don't even know, because the discovery is huge.
And know this, because this is the aha moment for me. When I finally, as an actor, thought I made it onto the series, I was a big-time Hollywood actor in a series. I was driving around. I would see my face in posters.
There I am.
And then I realized, this is it. Not only that, but, oh, why am I in the back of the poster? I'm looking at everything that was wrong instead of being grateful for the moment that I was just given. I was given a gift, right? But I was looking at everything. I was already looking at, oh, this show is going to take me to the next show. I was looking in the future.
Instead of living in the moment and really, really embracing the moment. So, hi, beautiful. Hello. Hi, power couple.
Hi.
Hello, power couple.
Hola,
right back
hola.
to you. So, sending you big hugs. Looking forward to meeting you. Ali says, you always make sense, you two. Thank you. I learned about having an interdependent relationship with my partner and environment a long time ago, completely equal with your environment, loving yourself first. Exactly. And that's what I love about Buddhism, because it really is a practice of shining your inner inner spirit, your soul, and clearing out that karma, which is the patterns, the thought patterns that don't serve us, and without any guilt.
Right. It's not about
it's our human revolution. We all have our own human revolution, and we all have our own speed, right? Our own pace.
Right.
And that's been a big lesson for us.
One of the things that I've read on some of the books that Jennifer has on Buddhism is exactly in Buddhism, it's not about what you can get from outside. What you can get is already inside.
All you need is within you now, which Tony Robbins says, all you need is within you now.
We all know, we all dream about that car, and once we get it, it's that new car. Months later or a year later, you're already looking and thinking of the next car.
What's next?
You know?
Yep. So check over there, baby.
I'll check, my love.
All right,
check.
So let's see. This was one of my many moments when I had to figure out how to handle someone not believing in me while still figuring out how to believe in myself. I took a deep breath, looked him in the eye, and listened to his words of rejection graciously. Then I started to see my own fear staring back at me, and knew I needed to figure out how to keep my faith bigger than it. So your faith needs to be bigger than your fear, because it's always there. So it's, where is our light shining? To the fear or to the faith, right? And how are we going to be courageous? We got to go through that fear, because fear needs to be there in order for us to be courageous. Otherwise, then there is no courage to exercise. So the best thing for us,
the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come.
The best thing for me, I've learned, is to embrace my fear. Really, like, breathe through it. And when I get fearful, it's this like,
wait a minute, you get fearful?
Yeah,
I thought you were perfect.
Yeah, I get fearful.
We are not perfect, ladies
right?
and gentlemen.
Nobody is, right? So yeah, we all get scared but it doesn't stay, because then the faith comes in. That faith, that my Catholic faith, my Buddhist faith, my spiritual faith that I've developed through the years, all of it. So it's taking the good of all of your upbringing, of all of your journey, because it's our tools, it's our gifts.
And these are things, ladies and gentlemen, that we are not taught from the moment we go to school. Specifically, I would say our parents' generation, our generation. I can speak for our children and the school that they're going to. A lot of it is mindset. A lot of it. A lot of the studying, a lot of self-love. It's a school that embraces every nationality, every religion,
every culture.
Difference actually makes us stronger. So we see it in, which is why we love the school so much.
It's called Multicultural Learning Center.
So this is something that we've taken on in our lives.
Mission as well. Yeah. Exactly. So let me finish this little paragraph, and we will see you off to have a wonderful weekend. So I knew that I needed to figure out how to keep my faith bigger than the fear. While the logical part of my mind wondered if he was right, down deep inside, I felt this overwhelming gut instinct that he was wrong. And I also knew the journey of proving that would hinge first on my learning to truly believe for myself. I'm excited to take you on this journey in the pages of this book. And my hope is that through the wild ride, filled with victorious peaks and devastating pits, you'll discover inspirational takeaways that impact how you believe in your own power and in your own dreams.
Amen.
I've read a lot of books where I felt like the advice was coming from a faraway pedestal without including the real, raw, messy human side of it all. I was left wondering what the behind the scenes version was and how I was supposed to connect to it and actually understand how to apply the lessons to my real life. I love that. And this is a power woman. Her name is Jamie Kern Lima, founder of It Cosmetics. She ended up selling her cosmetic line for $1 billion to Estee Lauder, I believe. And after 4 years of no's and rejection. So we're starting to read this book and we're sharing it with you. We invite you to also buy it, and never give up on your dreams. Just change your approach if it's not working.
And we are here also to share with you the messy middle, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
We don't claim to be perfect.
Hello.
We
Yeah.
believe in studying. We believe in learning new strategies.
Yeah,
and
repetition. Repetition is the mother of all
Yeah.
skill.
So
repeat.
We give you tools that we've taken on. And because we do talk about Fitness Friday, we're just here to also remind you, drink your water.
Yes.
Drink your lemon water in the morning, your celery juice in the morning. Make sure you work out at least minutes a day, or be 3 days where you're exercising and giving your heart, because your health, without health, we got nothing, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
And
that's
I'll tell
right.
you know,
walk around, connect with nature, a few minutes. Pammy says, my light is shining in the refrigerator. I just did 20 minutes.
Go.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Referring to when I gave it to Jen, I have to break through my fear to give you my business card almost. You know, Allie, yes, absolutely. You had to break through your fear in our premiere for our movie, and you were so adorable, but you did it. You did it. And
you
here
did
we
it.
are,
And look,
6
now
years ago.
you got a calling card.
And now we're family. So absolutely, everything we want is outside of our comfort zone. We got to go through that fear. And with that, we send you lots of love and hugs, and we'll continue with our meditation next week. But know that you are enough, and life is magical. You just got to be open to really feeling that magic and seeing it and manifesting it in your life. All right.
All right. With saying that, sorry, somebody came in.
Hi, baby.
With saying that, we love you.
We love you. We appreciate you. And we are here for one another.
It's each other or one another. One of the two. Have a great weekend, guys.
Right.
We will see you el lunes.
Yes.
Which in English is Monday.
On Monday. Oh, but you know what, guys? Also, I wanted to send a quick reminder. Save the date for March 20th. It is the premiere of our latest film. And we did this during COVID lockdown. And it is
maybe
a
Monday
fundraiser.
We'll show you the save the date, and we'll show you the trailer.
Yes, definitely.
So you get a little introduction on what it is that we're doing.
And it's a fundraiser for the Actors Fund.
Right, which is helping actors or just anybody in entertainment
industry
who needs help right now through this COVID time, or anytime. It's here for
it's
to
been
help.
There for years.
So
and
it's
then,
not for us to make money. It's to actually.
But again,
sure.
There's nothing wrong with
No,
us.
No. There isn't.
This is a limiting belief right there.
I wanted to make sure that they understand that we are coming from a place of wanting to give.
Well,
that's
absolutely.
One of our
it's one of our missions, but
no. Hey, make
no.
moolah.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with making moolah. As a matter of fact, I want to make moolah.
We're all creating our own economy, and there's nothing wrong with that.
All right, guys.
Here we go. And then one more announcement is we are offering a free acting class every Tuesday for our young students and also adult students. And so it's shortcut to hollywood.biz. So if you know of anyone that's really wanting to get into the business and doesn't know where to start, send them our way. We offer a 15-minute free consultation, and a free class every Tuesday at 3 p.m. and at 5 p.m.
And then go to YouTube, subscribe. If you want to send this to anybody who you think might need it, please share.
Yes.
And we will see you el lunes.
Yes. Have a great weekend.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Listen to that music. Our son is working out.